Hello, everybody. So, this is going to be the last video that I make, probably for a while, because I'm going to go. Tomorrow, I have decided to really go into rehab and do what I need to do. It's. Oh, and I'm coming from another cheap motel. I had to go back to the cheap motels because I'll tell you why. Because cheap motels, all the rooms look like this, right? So I went to a few places. I went to Holiday Inn Express. I went to the this other one up by the Wyndham Hotel, right? And I've been to the Sheraton, okay? Because I kept having to bounce hotels because and something interesting was happening to me. When I go to a hotel, all of a sudden I'd be put into a room that to me seemed like something that they would give to an addict. I mean, it's kind of crazy, because no matter what, like I went to the Sheraton like twice, but I didn't stay there 2 days in a row. I checked out and then I went back, and they gave me the same room for number 528. I mean, how do you give the same room to somebody 2 days later? I go to the I went to the Holiday Inn Express, the one on 66, and the same thing happened. I ended up staying there for a few more days, and I looked at that room, and I looked at the other rooms, like kind of like looking at the other rooms, like this one's kind of weird. It's got a weird smell, right? It's got a weird thing about it, And yeah, the Wyndham was exactly the same. I went there twice, and I went once. And they didn't give me that. But it was on the same floor. It was right next to it, and it had that you're trying to really make an addict look bad by giving them these same rooms. You see somebody coming in, and maybe I'm blacklisted. I don't know. In all the hotels, okay, you see this guy Giovanni, put him in that room. Paranoia? No, it did happen to me. And I've been in hotels and and that didn't happen to me. If I was shaving my hair back, maybe my name wasn't Giovanni, because that's someone said, oh wow, that's just such an uncommon name. I had a boyfriend named that, but it didn't work out. But that's such an uncommon name. So I was like, that pops up. Oh, this is the guy, right? Yeah. I saw the woman at the Hilton, not the Hilton, the Sheraton on 35. They were like for a while. I mean, they were like at the computer looking. I mean, it took them like 10 minutes to give me a room, and it ended up being the exact same room, 525, right off the elevator to the left, second door down, fifth floor. Really? Walked there, I was like, oh, I don't even think they cleaned the room, honestly, since I was there. So I'm just saying, that's crazy? I don't know. Or what I'm facing right now. So I actually today was it. Yeah. Today was it. And you know what? What feels good about it is that I think I needed to get those 2 videos that were there the day before out. I needed to get those 2 videos. The one apologizing and the one saying, look, honestly, if it wasn't for this person coming into my house and telling my girlfriend to call this question, because she didn't know to call, right? Until she called him, and then he came over and then he helped. Ooh, thanks, David Ziegler, for helping. I'm just trying to help you, man. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to help you and help you and help me to lose my business, to lose my house. Huh? So yeah, I'm done. It's like I'm done playing these games with people. I'm done playing games with the studio and everything else. I'm just done. I'm gonna go into rehab, and then when I get out of rehab, I'm gonna really look really hard, and whatever my guides tell me, nice clear-headed, my guides tell me to do, I will do. Whether it be try reopening again, which I'm getting things like, don't you dare, get out of here, you get out, yeah, we don't want you here. I'm like, okay, all right, you guys don't want me here, I'm going. And I'm getting like, pack it all up, stick it in a one of those storage tanks, whatever those storage places, and then try to find somewhere to go. I'm only two options. I mean, I tried looking around for rents in that area, and expensive. Maybe I could find another area, but then I'd have to build a clientele back up, and I don't know. It just kind of seems. It's a lot of people. It's just go on the road. Just get a car, get an RV, and just go and see the world. I'm not that much of a traveler. I've lived in three places. Italy, supposedly. I'm still not sure. New York, no, 4 places. New Jersey and Florida. Those are the 4 places I've lived. And they all have their own little niceties about them. Go to Colorado. It's like, oh, I don't know anybody in Colorado. I go to Colorado. Yay, it's Colorado. It's the same thing as here. Now I have no friends. I have no. And this is nice because the thing that the one that I posted saying sorry to everybody, I didn't have anybody to say all that stuff to. Like, I can't say it to my sister. No. My ex-girlfriend's like, I understand, but sorry I had to throw you out and buy this camera. $2,500 camera, get out. And the people at the drum circle that I considered friends, I don't want to bother them my problems. People that said, "Oh, can you call me? Let me know." All right, I talk to you. I'll tell you the same thing I'm saying in the video. Just watch the video, man, because I don't think I like repeating this over and over and over again. But the story never changes. The original story, these stories never change. Whether there's some of the ones that I posted, some of the videos, they were a product of the 2CB freaking crazy thing that David Ziegler gave me. I know that because I've never done. The only other time I've done that is 15 years ago in Florida, and I think somebody might have slipped me the same thing. Because now I'm thinking that maybe I got a tab of ecstasy that had that in it, and and it began to be, and that brought me like to that place, 15 years ago. Other than that, it's like the time that I've done it, this shit like that has never happened to me. So those videos are a product of either reality, which is really true, or these probabilities that this thing brought down to me, right? And said, hey, this is what it is. I'm telling you, man, this is what it is. And I'm hearing it, and the story goes, oh wow, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So all those videos that I posted are a product of that, and the product of two things again, either them being true. And will I ever find out that those things are true or not? Probably not. Did I care about some of those things really being like me really knowing because I had this feeling? And some of those things were like they came to me and it's like, whoa, okay, they sounds good. I mean, it's like maybe this is the thing. So that's what they are. They're not me going psychotic or crazy or insane. They're a product of the substance that I was misinformed about. If I knew it was that, I would not do it. Instead, I was given something by somebody that I trusted. I mean, you get something on the street, you're rolling the dice, but you get it from somebody you trusted, and it's kind of messed up. Then again, I guess the trust shouldn't have been there after he blew up at me and left, and he's like writing these long texts about blah 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 and all this freaking psychoanalysis crap that he follows, that he likes freaking repeating over and over again and blaming people. You're the narcissist. You're the one who's the narcissist. You're, and everything he points at and says is about himself. It's about himself that he can't handle, so he points it at, and then you make the mistake of going, hey, Dave, come on. It's not, and then it's like, it's really good. So, all right. But did he have to do that to me in his vengeance? Claim that he helped me, he was helping me, but he actually was in there freaking starting the destruction of my life and my business that I ran for 5.5 years there, that I've been doing for over 8 years. And this man came into my house and decided to destroy it by convincing my girlfriend, oh, we should do this and this and that. Oh, he's going crazy. Same thing that I saw him do for fucking 7 days when I was sitting for him in his Ibogaine experience. And I'm repeating this again, but you know what? This was the other one was the apology, but this is the one that started it all, that needs to be addressed, and this is why I needed to get this out tonight before I go into a rehab, to get this shit out of my head and my body, because I want to make sure that this thing that happened, everybody understands, and anybody that cares to understand, and anybody that knows David Ziegler to watch out for, because the guy really is a narcissist, and he's not just a narcissist, he's a very evil narcissist. He plays it off, playing, oh, you know, it's all about love and everything, but he's not, he's freaking evil, man. He's evil. Things that he's done to his partners, and then he would come and explain to me all the things, and it's like, no wonder they left you, man. You know, no wonder, because you're freaking neurotic, and then you've got money. So if you're neurotic, narcissistic, and then you have money, guess what? Your vengeance could be really bad. And guess who was the other end of it? Me. And do I have the money and the time and the effort to do the same thing to him? No. But I have these videos to explain to anybody that wants to do business with this man to be very, very careful. Because this man is the product of the greed and the narcissism that is behind everybody that has money and power in this world. So, I was in the tail end of that. So, I think those videos were a good thing for me to do, to get out just before I went into a place that's I'm gonna clean up a little bit and just get this stuff out of me. Because I already feel it tonight. Tonight is it. This is the thing. You know, I'm gonna go into somewhere, clean my head, come back out and decide what to do. And if the studio is still there, I don't know. I'm gonna be gone. I don't know how I'm gonna let me go on for. But you know, if the court date happens for the studio and I'm not there, I forfeit that. So I know that. I haven't even looked at the papers all that much. Paperwork. I know I'm supposed to do something at one point, but I'm thinking it's going to be a while. But no matter what, if it is, then they can put a lock on it, and I lose everything in that studio. And you know what? I lose everything in the studio. What am I going to do? You know, it's 8. You know, it's 5 years. 8 years worth of work down the drain. If I get out and it's still there, then I'll either decide to stay on and fight the thing to me not get evicted, or I will leave. And this is Sapphire Holistic Center on 316 Main Street in Bradley Beach. It's a center that I also used to run with my business partner Maura, and then now she pulled out in December, so I've been running it since then. And it was going great until June, until that night, because after that it became roller coaster ride all the way down to where I am now. And I know I'm repeating myself. You know, this thing is in, you know, these things are in 2 other videos, but it all kind of came together tonight for me to be able to say that no matter what, if you get down to that bottom point and you realize that you have to get stuff out of you to get yourself, because if you're down there in that hole, right? Like the song was, if you're down the hole, you know, you have all the stuff keeping you down in that hole, and it's very hard to pull that stuff up. But if you start getting rid of the stuff, guess what? Just pull it out and get it out any way you can. Painting, drumming, singing, dancing, videos, expressing exactly what happened, and making sure people understand that what happened had to happen to get me to this point to where I am. But at the same time, it didn't have to happen, because if David didn't do that night, and Barbara would have just came over to me and spoke to me and talked to me a little bit instead of being scared of me. Oh, go away! You're frightening me. After 7 years and knowing that I was an Occupy and I did other things, everything that I did in Occupy Wall Street, she's gonna tell him, she's gonna be somebody scared of me enough to call the cops. So if she would have just talked to me, then none of that would have happened. I would have been able to balance out what I was doing, and eventually it would have been done. You know, because you know, you didn't want me to do okay. But instead, it took that was one problem. Right? That's one road it took. Instead, it took this road, right? And this road over here was what happened to me. Over here would have been like, Dave, mind your own freaking business, and bro, would you come over and talk to me about it? Anyway, you think I'm really gonna hurt you? Really? Do you think that you've been with me 7 years and all of a sudden something that I take is gonna hurt you? Because this asshole freaking gave me something that made me feel a little bit more alive? And that's what people don't understand. And instead of judging and not understanding the other person and then persecuting the other person, maybe understand the other person and talk to them, and you'll find out that maybe it's not so scary. It's either that or she did it on purpose. One of the two things. So it's one of those two things. And I don't know, it's one or the other. It's the thing that you know, or the thing that, hey man, let me just fuck you up. She didn't know this was gonna happen to me then? Now she knows for the next guy, right? So, all right. So that's probably all I have to say for tonight. It was a another weird day. Every day seems to be this again. It's like I'm repeating. I was talking about hell and how hell is and ends up becoming the thing that you do, right? That gets you there, right? That gets you there. You have to do every day for the rest of your life. So if you killed somebody, boom, I killed somebody, and then you go to hell, right? You have to kill somebody every day. Now you say, the first month or two of killing somebody, it's okay, but after about a year of killing, after 2 years, after an eternity of having to kill somebody, maybe you realize that maybe you shouldn't have fucking pulled the trigger in the first place. That's what I'm saying. That makes sense. That's what hell is going to be. The thing that you do that you should not have done over and over. So I'm hoping this isn't it. I mean, I'm thinking that everything that I've done in my life, I've done for a reason, and my guys have guided me there and things. And then they always just kind of like pull me out. And go, oh, good. Oh, I'm thanks, guys. It's like, hey, no problem, John. You know what? You knew that we were going to get you out of it at one point. And that's what people don't understand about me, right? And they worry. And oh, no, what's going to happen? Maybe you're going to, whatever happens is meant to happen. Whatever happens is the product of what we as spiritual beings decide before we get here to give us a place and a time and a mindset to be able to overcome the things that happen to you in your life. Yeah, I can easily go back and do everything that I did and do it for the rest of my life until I'm dead, which might be 60, 70, whatever it is. I'm 57, so. Or you can stop, rearrange it, learn what you need to learn, and go on. And if it happens again, it happens again. But the thing of it is, you can't be guilty about the thing happening in the first place, because the thing happened for a reason. There is nothing that happens in this life that is not for a reason. There's nothing that happens in this life that is not meant to happen, and it's the universe trying to teach you something, and your higher self saying, hey, you got to go learn. Don't worry, I'll pull you out when it's time. If you want to stay, hey, go ahead, do it. Next life, we'll do it. And people get hung up on the things that people do in this lifetime, in each lifetime. If they understood reincarnation, they would say, okay, whatever happens. Then you have people pulling people out. It's like, oh, well, that was meant to be. Well, maybe not. Maybe this was meant to be, and you pulled me out, and all of a sudden I didn't get to do the things that I need to do. If I would have went into rehab 2 months ago, it's like I wouldn't have got these videos out, and these videos were important. I wouldn't have got that artwork out, and that artwork was important. If I would have just said, forget about everything in the past, just let me focus on the future and not understand the things that happen, and actually, when you're in the hole, if you're in the hole and you don't understand, how do you get the stuff out? You don't. When you're in the hole and you understand the things, that's when they start pulling out. And then all of a sudden you find yourself lighter, and you find the hands of your higher self pulling you up. Hey guys, and my spirit guys, hey guys, thank you. Thanks for helping me. So that's what I'm going to be tomorrow. Hopefully. Unless I get hit by a car or somebody kills me tonight or something, I don't know. You never know, man. People are weird out there, The kind of feelings that I'm getting from people sometimes are a bit much, over what happened and what's been happening to me. But then again, I'm, it's been a long and winding road. Good night. Namaste. Probably my last video I'm gonna be doing for a while. Peace. Peace.